everyone? Zeddy here again, back with another card review. Play Hearthstone just posted their Hearthside chat where they do a developer insight thing. You can check it on the Play Hearthstone channel. It's an interesting watch, like 13 minutes long, but they also posted a bunch of cards. I have at least 7 here, including the new Rogue Colossal minion to go over. I'll see if there's any more by the end of it, but I think that's all of them. Just a quick reminder, as always, we're doing a giveaway on the channel for Voyage to the Sunken City. If you want a chance to win a regular mega bundle, the 1 mega bundle or 2 regular pre-orders, subscribe to my channel, like this video, the one linked in the description below, throw a comment down here. We got a lot of people entered. It's gonna be tough to win, but I want to give everyone a chance to win. So let's go over some of these cards, and they are pretty nuts. So first, we're starting off with a Shaman spell, Bioluminescence or Luminescence, 3 mana nature spell. Give your minion spell damage +1. This card scares the crap out of me. All you have to do is hit a bunch of little tokens. In Wild, you actually have that 4 mana summon 4/1/1 Murlocs, and you can go on a Bioluminescence. I can't pronounce it. You can discount it with the healing spell, a 2 mana heal 5 discounted spell in your hand. There's other ways of discounting spells a little bit in Shaman, but not a lot. But yeah, you give a wide board of spell damage +1. This can be an insane OTK card. You could use it for some flexibility on clearing the board, but basically this card is going to live or die by whether it's another combo OTK burn card, and Burn Shaman's quite good at the moment. Will it be good enough to make this a thing? Anytime I see a finisher card like this, I feel like it's gonna see play. It seems solid, and it's kind of not what I want to see in the game right now. We've seen enough OTK and stuff like that, but I don't know what else you're using this card for. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 in standard. This is the first expansion of the year too, and the second Shaman gets access to any decent spawning of tokens, which they have in Wild, and standard maybe not as much, but it scares me for sure. And I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 in standard, and I think there's combo shenanigans in Wild, so I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 in Wild. This card actually has me quite scared, to say the least. We have a new Priest Naga minion, which looks ridiculous. Handmaiden, 3 mana 3/2 Naga, so not premium stats. What's up with that? Oh, it's a priest card. Anyways, Battle Cry. If you've cast 3 spells while holding this, draw 3 cards. Priest does not struggle to play spells, and Priest does struggle to draw cards. Well, these two things go pretty well together. This is going to be an insane draw engine for Priest. In any relatively spell-heavy Priest deck, it's going to draw a bunch of cards. 3 draw for 3 mana is ridiculously good. We saw pretty recently with Rogue with that Stealth minion, the 3/3 Greyheart Sage, would draw 2 cards with the Stealth minion. That card saw plenty of meta play, and I would argue that was harder to accomplish than having to have. It's, if you top deck it, it's somewhat bad, but you're still probably gonna be holding cheap spells. You're playing Priest. Although Renew, Palm Reading, Raise Dead, a lot of that stuff won't be as good, but still, I think this is a 4-star card in standard. I think this sees plenty of play in Priest, and in Wild, I'll give it a 3. Honestly, the Miracle Priest stuff, the Inner Fire Priest might justify it, although they might be just trying to tutor out 2020 Chargers with the new swap cards, so who knows, but really, really strong Priest card. This is a meme card and a half. We have the Fire of Zin Azjari. Someone already in my last video told me how to pronounce that properly. I already ditched that. I'm the worst. 2 mana epic spell. Replace your deck with minions that cost 5 or more. They cost 5. This is like Sigil, the whole Sigil thing, the Signet thing you can get in Duels, except you're just getting a bunch of random crap. But it could be insane random crap. It could be all Raid Boss Onyxias. It could be all whatever, giant minions, or just a bunch of 5-drops and you're sad. This is a meme card. I hope. You don't really want this to be competitive, but it's spectacular, could lead to amazing games, or maybe you just discover this as a spell. I expect this to be a terror in Arena. If you draft this is like an auto pick in Arena. It'd be disgusting, but yeah, you get a bunch of minions that cost 5 or more. You lose all of your, it says replace your deck. Yeah, you lose all your spells, you lose a hero card, anything like that. It's full on meme. I don't think it's a playable card, but I think people will have a lot of fun with it, and if it is playable, people will the mana to be nerfed almost immediately. I'll give it a 2 out of 5 in standard, a 1 in wild, but yeah, people I think will enjoy this to say the least. We have another Naga card. This is for Shaman that doesn't have premium stats again. 5 mana, 3/4, Battle Cry, summon a 3/3 elemental for each spell school you've cast this game. We all know that Shaman likes to use multicaster these days. They just got a new incredible fire spell, the 1 mana Dredge deal 2 spell. Incredibly good. They're going to be playing lots of spell school stuff, and you get a full board of elementals. The downside to this card, none of this stuff has rush, but you could combo it with that spell damage card, right? You could combo these two together and get a really expensive spell damage combo. It's not really going to work out probably. The main downside I see with Shaman is you have Snowfall Guardian, which is broken. You want to be doing that stuff, and you play a Coral Keeper into a Snowfall Guardian, you're going to feel really bad. It's a good card, but we've seen a lot of cards that generate stuff for Shaman lately. Like there's that Overload card, 4 mana 2/5, you get like a 2/3 taunt every time you overload. It's a good card. It just, the stuff doesn't do a lot. It's not impactful enough, and I don't think, you know, a board of 3/3s is gonna be doing enough. Like you have Glacier, you have Baron Glacier, gets a 3/4 elementals that freeze, and it's easy to proc, but it's still not worth it because the board presence is not impactful enough. I'm gonna give this a 2 out of 5 in standard and wild. It's a good card. I just don't see it being a meta player because that style of thing is just not really beneficial these days, at least not in the current meta landscape in either format. They showed off this card, Aquatic Form, new druid spell, new 0 mana druid spell. It says Dredge, and if you have mana to play the card this turn, draw it. This is a nutty card. So you play this, you're always going to play this when you have full mana, and right now they're showing they're on 1 mana. If they hit a 1-drop, they will draw the card. Otherwise, they will dredge it and put it to the top of your deck, so you'll know what you're doing. And you're not really, it costs a card, but you're getting a card to either draw a card or tutor, which can be really good. You know what's coming up. This is like probably a 5-star card in standard, because like, why would you not run it? I don't understand why you wouldn't. You're either going to draw a card or you know what's going to come up. It doesn't cost you mana. It does cost you a card spot, but I think this card's like auto include in a ton of druid decks. You could play it in aggro. You could play it in a more long-term deck because aggro is likely to draw the card. In a long-term deck, you know, you can plan your tutor your draw, which can be very important if Guff is stuck at the bottom of your deck or whatever. I think this card's really good. 5 stars in standard. It's just super solid, flexible. In wild, I don't know if it makes the cut, but I'll give it a 3. There's like really no downside to it. It just, Druid has such a tight shell. Oaken Summon, Spreading Plague, all this incredible stuff. Can you fit Aquatic Form? Probably. And yeah, ridiculously good card. And we were talking about board buffs for Druid. Well, they got a new one with Azjaran Gardens. 1 mana spell, no school on this. Give all minions in your hand +1/+1. Put a Sunken Gardens on the bottom of your deck. I actually missed out on what the Sunken Gardens is. Let's see if I can find out what that is. It shuffled it. All right, let's see what Sunken Gardens is. It's give +1/+1 to all minions in your hand, deck, and battlefield. And you couple it with that spell, which I think you're going to auto-include. That is Prince Keleseth for 1 mana. And it's double that because the first one's buffing your deck. The second one's buffing everything. That combo alone just seems so brute forced. So brute forced and good. I can't see it not being good. But yeah, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 because of that 0 mana spell is so nuts that if you're playing a token deck, I feel like why not play this? You have Composting, you're gonna draw a bunch of cards. Insanely good card, I think. I think this is a 4 out of 5 in standard. And in wild, you might want to do this in that Embiggen strategy. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 in wild too. These cards are disgustingly good for token druid, and the other card is just good in general. That's why I gave it a 5. Insane. And lastly, we have the Rogue Colossal Minion, Krakatoa. 6 mana, 6/5 beast as Colossal +2. Your Krakatoa claws have +2 attack. So you summon these, they will be 4/1s because this guy gives it +2 attack or +2 attack. You get 2 4/1s with Rush, and Death Rattle equip a 2/1 claw. So you're probably only really gonna get a 2/1 claw, but what you can do is you can trade one in, you can hit with that claw, and then trade another in, and then you have another claw ready, and that's it. That's basically it. It's just a board sweep. You get some damage. Maybe there's other ways of getting Krakatoa's claws. I doubt it, but it's a good tempo card. That's all it is. This is like a tempo rogue card. Gets board back. You can get some damage with a claw. Is that good? Rogue's been so efficient these days. I don't know, but they're losing so many good tools. It just seems like a very solid card. It is a 6 mana. What? You got 8 attack, so 8, 14, 7. It's minimum. 18, 4, 18 stats. It's stats for 6 mana plus damage. I'm gonna give this a 4 to 5 in standard. Probably in wild it's too slow. I'll give it a 2 there, but it's just an absurd amount of stats. It's reach, it's board control. For 6 mana, this is ridiculous. So yeah, it might not be the most sexy card in the world, but it's going to be a good card. And I think that's all the cards for now. Kibler will have a reveal later this afternoon. If the card's really spicy, I'll do an impromptu video just for that card or any I may have missed in this video. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.